What's going on? Let's see. Oh shoot. 5.2 magnitude earthquake was just recorded in Iran. Dang. Hello. What's up, Edits? Christian, what's up? 5.2 magnitude earthquake in quotes was just reported in Iran. Hmm. Israel has bombed over 1,000 mosques. Hey, what's up, Ray? Where you guys joining from? Please tap that screen for me. If you be so kind, we're live from Florida, Stan. Today it's look, let me show you. Look at this. How you doing? D-Top. What's going on? What's the day looking like? Watching from Shot Town, Chicago. Do I have any dog? Yeah, but they're in Miami. I live in Tampa. I saw them last weekend. They're in Miami. They don't live with me at the moment. Mm-hmm. Bro, what's up? You okay? Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? Even when the sun is not out here in Florida, you still can sit in your car without AC. You'll start sweating. You feel extremely hot because the humidity kills you. This is a Buick. Keep ranting about Israel. What is a rant, Thomas? What is a rant? 5.2 magnitude earthquake in Iran. Mm, that sounds very suspicious. North Carolina, the great state of North Carolina. Let's get out of here, man, because man, how did the day turn this bad this fast? It looks windy, looks dark out. What in the world? My good gracious. Can I ask you a question? Of course, yes. It's a free country. Well, depending where you're watching from, right? Beautiful beard from sister. From sister. Are you a sister? Of course. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. Mm. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. You're going this way, and then I'm going to go this way. It works perfectly fine. I'm 21 years old, and I am traveling to America. How do I go? How do you come to America? I know you need a visa, but I don't know. Aside from that, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. I'm letting you through. Go ahead, sir. Yo, Shawn, did you live in PA before? No, never. Never lived in PA. What's up, Glitch? How's the business been lately? You look so damn familiar. Can I have an autograph? Sure. Do I have any cats? No. But I remember a while back I used to feed these cats when I was in Miami. They were outside this Aldi store. And I'll go into the Aldi store and buy little cans of food and just leave it outside for the cats. There were a bunch of them. You can tell they were getting down and dirty often because there were a bunch of them. Little kitties. Little kitties. It seems to me like cats are better fitted to be roaming around without much human care. Better fitted for that than dogs, for sure. That's what I've noticed. That's why we have community cats, but we don't have community dogs, right? I didn't know what a community cat was until I moved to my old house many years ago. When I moved to my old house many years ago in Miami, there was a cat that I saw once on the neighbor's roof, and the neighbor wasn't there. They were out on vacation or something. And I thought to myself, man, that cat is stranded up there. So I climbed on the neighbor's roof and I grab the cat and I bring it down. And I start looking for a shelter. So I go around Miami, going to these different shelters. It took me several hours because they were like, "Oh, we're full capacity. We can't take him here." Anyway, I find one shelter. I find one shelter that's pretty far from Miami, and they're like, "Okay, bring him. We'll take him." So I drove all the way over there. When I drove over there, I take the cat inside the place, and they say, "Oh, we can't take him." I said, "Hey," but I called and they said, "You guys can take him." And the lady said, "Yeah, but do you see how his ear is chipped? It's missing the top." I said, "Yeah." She said, "That's because it's a community cat." I'm like, "What is a community cat?" She's like, "Where you found them? Where did you find the cat?" I'm like, "In my community." She said, "Yeah, just take him back and put him back in the community wherever you found him." So then I started looking up what a community cat is. It's a cat that just lives his life outside, and people in the community feed him and stuff, and he's happy. And that cat is still living his life after what, like 8 or 9 years since that happened. He's still outside, and I remember the neighbor sometimes, like let's say it was raining like this, or there was a storm. There was a neighbor across the street that used to call the cat whistle, and the cat will come and go into his house. After the storm was finished, he will go out again and he'll be living his life. No problem. And for years and years and years and years, I suspect that cat is still living his life this way. And then many times I saw the neighbor feeding him and things like this. And they live outside. But I notice it's not the same thing with dogs. Dogs, when you live them outside, after a couple of weeks, you'll see them malnourished. You'll see them very skinny. You'll see them like their coat is like, you know, needing some sort of attention, because dogs are not the environment we have built. Our society is not really conducive for dogs. It's not like when they used to roam in packs back in the day in the jungles or whatever. It was different upbringing among their tribes of dogs. You know, they will get used to hunting for their food, right? So it was different. Bro, what's up? Free Palestine. And speak your question. What's your question? I don't know. I don't know how you come to America. I know you need a visa, but aside from that, I don't know. I don't know what the process is like. Gonna go take a shower now. Damn, I forgot to get something my wife wanted me to get from the store. You hear the rain? It's been like this all day. Threatening to rain. Now it finally rains. It's only 4 o'clock and it looks like it's like 8 o'clock. You have a student card, a student visa to come study? I think so. I think you can, but I think it's I don't know who's the one that gives those student visas out, but I think you can come here with a student visa to study. Yeah. Do you want chicken? What? Oh, Israel number one. Israel number one cocksuckers, beggars. Israel number one beggars to the U.S. Please, 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 my big brother, please. Iran is kicking our ass. Please help us, please. U.S., U.S. Without you, we're nothing. Please. Israel's number one of that. Israel's number one at licking boots. They lick the boots of the U.S. Number one bootlickers. Just tell USA you love APAC and Israel. They will let you right in. Anybody saw that interview with uh, Tucker and Ted Cruz? This is about Israel because Israel has been running the same game plan, and there's videos resurfacing of Netanyahu talking about the same thing, false information, same thing they did with Iraq, false flags, false information, so that the U.S. can do the war in their behalf. What money, bro? What money are you talking about? This idea that they need our money, this is all BS. The Federal Reserve prints the money, bro. What money are you talking about? They print the money as much as they like. You think they need, for example, do you think they need our tax dollars? They don't need a dime from our tax dollars. Why do they charge you taxes then? Because it's about compliance. Because if you don't pay and you get to a certain amount, they get to put you in a cage. You're telling me that the people that print the money need yours. This is not about money. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, they need our money. Yeah. They need they need the oil money from Iran, right? Oh, pulling the strings. Okay, I thought you were saying that they're doing this for money. I think that's what you said. I'm like, so I'm like, bro, they print the money. What do you mean? But this whole system that the IRS needs your money and that your money goes to financing like the fire department and the police. I don't know who's buying this. As a matter of fact, you know the president from Salvador, Bukele. Bukele did a speech here. Okay, I think it's already been over a year ago or so, and he actually touched on this topic. He actually brought this up in a speech he did, and he touched on this very same thing I spoke about a while back. He was like, "Do you think they need your money? Do you think we need the IRS? Why are there some politicians saying we should abolish the IRS? Because they know we can do with IRS. They don't need our money, bro. It's it's not about the money, it's about control. It's about compliance. You pay us. They don't need it. Even if every citizen in the United States does not pay a dollar tax, the United States is not going to go bankrupt. It will continue to function the way it does. They don't need our money. But if you owe them $10,000 in taxes and you don't pay, they can put you in a cage. Think about child support. A man falls behind in a lot of payments in child support. What happens? They can put you in a cage. They can take this. They can take that. Suspend your license until eventually that the final outcome will be you in a cage. Right? Obviously, there's process things that happen before you get there, but it's about compliance. It's about control. Yep. 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 Exactly. It's more about control than about money. It's not about money because money that can print it. It's definitely about control though. Is my real name Shawn? Yeah. What's up, 90? Uh, Rasmus, what's going on? Guys, please tap to your screen for me a few times. Appreciate it. Iran is finished. They have tried to revolt against. My. Hmm. Walaikum salam. I see you on my. What's up, Rasmus? What's the day looking like? Actually, let's see if there are any updates. on Iran. Oh, my wife just asked me if I could pick up my stepson. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me go pick up my stepson because my wife asked me if I could go pick him up, and it's raining. It's raining like crazy right now. Islam is the biggest, fastest, is the fastest growing religion on earth. Birth rate and conversion. These are facts. Anything else you talking about, I don't care anything else you talking about. You can say no, it's not. Fine. If you want to believe it's not, no worries. You can believe whatever you like. As long as it's true that Islam is the fastest growing religion on earth, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with other people saying no, it's not. You get what I'm saying? No, it's not. No problem. As long as the projections of the chart that I've shown here before, where it says that by 2060, Islam will be the leading religion on earth by a lot. Christianity will be second. As long as this projection stays on track to get there, I don't have a problem with other people saying Islam is dying, Islam is shrinking, people are leaving Islam, ex Muslims. I don't have a problem with people saying this. As long as the reality is that it's growing and more people are accepting Islam, alhamdulillah. It's not only per birth rate. This is why I said both. This is why I said both. But no worries, no worries. You want to believe they by conversion it's not happening? No worries. Like I said, come on, man. I don't care if you believe it or not, as long as it is happening. That's it. Islam converts some people, but probably uses more. Loses more. Where are you getting this from? Islam converts some, but probably loses more. So, how do you arrive at this statement? Where are you getting this from? What do you mean by some? And where did you get that they lose more? It doesn't sound like this statement is grounding in any facts or evidence or any research that you've done. It kind of sounds like you just toss something up based on what you want it to be like. Oh, they probably convert some, but they probably losing more. What are we doing here? What are we talking about? You know, there are some churches that are closing. This is also a fact because people are not attending. There are some Catholic churches that have pride flags in their church. This is also true. I agree. Sakil, I agree. Will I be on tomorrow? Yes, inshallah. Inshallah. I'm gonna pick up my stepson now at the karate school. All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Didn't Iran shoot that missile? I saw a missile Iran shot that kind of like does this. It kind of zigzags and stuff like that. It's kind of hard for them to shoot it down because it moves around. It doesn't have the regular trajectory of a regular missile. It kind of zigzags, ziggity zigzags. I think China sent some ships to Iran. It's this ship detect uh, they detect something. I don't know if it's aircrafts or something like this. It's like a radar system. So this is escalating. Thank you to those of you who have liked the live stream already. Thank you for hitting the like button. You're a proud Zionist, aren't you? Well, go be proud somewhere else. Go be proud somewhere else, because I don't care about you or your pride. You know who was pride also? You know who was proud? Satan. The shaitan was very proud. So he didn't bow down to Adam because he was proud. Yeah. He was proud. The shaitan was the first racist. You know that? The shaitan was the first racist. He didn't want to bow down to Adam because he was a human. This human that is made out of clay, out of dirt. First racist. First proud racist. What is wrong with this little miserable Jeffrey? Jeffrey, you sound miserable. If we look at your comments, you said like 5 or 6 things, not one positive, not one even normal. Everything you said was just weird and negative. This is because you are you're rotting inside. Your soul is rotting. You're rotting from the inside. That's why you can't contain yourself, bro. You arrived at a stream of a person you don't know. They're not saying anything crazy, right? Just having conversation with people. And you start saying negative, weird stuff. Because you're rotting inside. You're a miserable human being. And I don't doubt that you've earned the misery that you find yourself in. I don't doubt it. And you want to be nasty to other people without reason. A lot of people earn their misery because they're bad to other people. They're used to screwing people over. So they earn that state of misery that they find themselves in. Yeah, of course, they come and go, but sometimes I use them. I use them to make a point. I use them to content. for content sometimes. They're useful temporarily. What's up, Easy? Easy's in the house. Uh, who's this? Ram says, Jesus, alayhi salam, loves you. And I love Jesus, alayhi salam. Love is not an issue between Muslims and Jesus. We love Jesus too. We love him. He loves us and we love him. Love is not an issue, but we don't worship him. We actually follow him by doing what he did, praying to God and God alone. We don't elevate him to anything other than what he is, a prophet. But when Christians come and they say, Jesus loves you, I'm in agreement because love has never been an issue between Muslims and Jesus. Oh, what's going on here? Man, what is going on in this parking lot? This thing is packed. The heck? I gotta pick up my stepson right now from karate class. Oh, oh man, he's gonna start complaining. Shawn, it's raining. Let me go right here, see if I can pick him up real fast. 1 second, I gotta pick up my stepson. He's right here at the door. 1 second. Come on, hurry.
I get wet. I get wet.
Yeah, we got wet. Come on, man. Sit down and put your seatbelt on. We're doing a live stream.
Today I don't want nobody.
You don't want a live stream today? Well, we're doing a live stream.
I would sell a live stream.
Really? Okay. You got your seatbelt on?
Yes.
All right. We're ready to go. You're a nice kid. He said, thank you. This is my stepson, Lucas, also known as Watermelon Head, also known as Rafiki Guy. Right? You don't think so? Well, your mom said, can you go pick up Lucas today? I said, all right. I'll go pick up Rafiki. Socrates in the house, also known as Socrates, because that guy is always asking, why? But why? But why? When he was a little younger, he would ask, why all the time. You remember that? And I told him, are you Socrates? And then when I would ask him why, after, he would tell me sometimes, are you Socrates? How was that karate class today? Was good? Yeah. The rain what? Hmm. It's been raining a lot. So what you do in school today? You don't know. You always say you don't know. Of course you know. Tell me one thing you did in school. You ate? Great. Great. You ate. How you doing, Muhammad? So what did you do? No, no, sit up straight. What did you eat? Great. Oh, you ate grapes and the rest of your macaroni. Did it have chicken? No. I also ate grapes and macaroni with broccoli that mommy made and chicken. She made us lunch. Yeah, he's a good boy. You got food in the lunchbox?
Yes.
What food you got in there? Why is there a towel here? Okay. Let me see what's inside the lunchbox. Let's take a look, shall we? How do we open your lunchbox? Oh, okay. We have a tomato, four grapes, and a whole bunch of blueberries. You gonna eat them now? Yeah, but don't spill that liquid in the car, okay? Be careful. Keep it close. Does he love dinosaurs? Somebody's asking if you love dinosaurs. He said he does love that. What's your favorite dinosaur? T-Rex? Can you do a T-Rex impression? How do they make a sound? That's a T-Rex that is hungry. You like dinosaurs too? Dinosaurs. Yeah, he likes dinosaurs. Oh yeah? Yeah, but there's somebody in the live stream that likes dinosaurs too. Hmm? They're in the live stream. They're watching. What's his favorite dinosaur? T-Rex, right? T-Rex. He likes the T-Rex. My favorite dinosaur is the T-Rex. Easy set team. Spinosaurus. There's one called Spinosaurus. How you doing, Viper? There's one dinosaur called Spinosaurus. It's a dinosaur. What do you think about that? It's a type of dinosaur. Maybe we can look it up later on the tablet. That's cool. GPT. Ask GPT to show us what's a Spinosaurus. Easy said it's like a T-Rex but cooler. He'd find it so cool. Spinosaurus. We gotta look it up later. It's like a T-Rex but cooler. You just doing school collection. What does that mean? No, he's not. He's not. My wife is Christian. He's not Muslim. But he's in karate school right now, and there's Muslims in there. You like karate class? Okay. Karate class. Karate class. You eating all the blueberries? Huh? Potato. Tomato. No, I don't want a tomato. Eat it. Later. Take care, Nighty. Nighty said goodbye. I'll see you later. See you later, alligator. No, see you in a while, crocodile. Where's what? What? You kidding? What are you gonna do now when you get home? Watch your tablet a little bit, right? Of course. Watch his tablet a little bit, he says. And we're gonna wrestle. And you're going down, buddy. Ooh, look at those big muscles. What? Those are some big muscles. You gonna take me down? Oh man. I gotta be careful then. I gotta be careful because she says it's gonna take me down. All right. I'll be back later.